from the cold. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? All alone. Your eyes match the weather, raining under pressure. Oh, you say you wanna go, yeah. So let's get away from here. Let's get away from here. Stranger stars.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the chat. Well, to the chat first, of course, and welcome to Mr. Snowcold. Hello.
Hi.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to title you by your actual name or
You can
your.
call me Santi.
Everyone heard
It's
that. You can.
easier.
Yeah. Okay. Santi, it is. You're not allowed to say my name though.
Mhm.
That's good, right? We're all in
Yeah, yeah.
agreement.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I'm just waiting for for the actual chat to actually like catch up
Mhm.
on time here. Here we go. Some people saying hello. For some reason, I can't see the chat on the screen, but I hope everything fixes itself pretty soon. Of course, the first few questions is who's Snow Cold, so the floor is yours.
Mhm.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. Um, I mean, Snowcold is my YouTube username that I decided when I was 12 years old. But but other than that, yeah, I'm just a friend of Groot, pretty much. Do we do the nationality thing, or is that going to take up half an hour?
For your
Also,
in your case, it's gonna take half an hour. So yeah,
basically, yeah.
we got half an hour. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. I just say I'm just half French, half Spanish, and I live in Brussels most of the time. But right now I'm spending the month in Madrid. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a fast one.
And you're spending the time in Madrid because, or well, not because, but during your time in Madrid, what did you do?
hmm I went to the pre-party,
Uh,
which I forgot the date already, but it was not last weekend, but the one before.
I can actually check that on the thumbnail that I made for this particular stream because I think it says that on
Isn't
it.
that amazing?
I know, right? I'm so well prepared. Um, and I can't see it. So yeah, this is perfect streaming material. I can't see the date, but yeah, someone in the chat knows for sure.
hmm
Yes. Uh, Everyone says hello, so hello back to everyone.
And
Um,
hola,
and hola.
yeah,
Uh, très bien.
to
And
Steve Slav.
exactly. Are you having the chat open on your end as
Yep,
well? Okay,
I have it on
wonderful.
my phone, so.
So you can talk to everyone as well. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Basically, the point of today's stream is, well, I mean, mainly welcome to Santi. I'm not sure if you might stick around on a few streams here and there because I mean, as Santi said, we're good friends and we've talked about
Mhm.
Eurovision for quite a while. And of course, Santi also has a YouTube channel. If you don't know, I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sure this is the
the
first time we hear you and see you, though.
on your channel or on mine?
Anywhere,
I've showed up on a cooking channel actually
a
with my
cooking
grandma.
channel. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
but
doesn't
other
count.
than that, yeah.
Doesn't
Other
count.
than that, yeah,
Okay, so yeah, but you post Eurovision content on your channel, don't you?
yeah, like once a year or twice.
The consistency.
Very.
Yeah, wonderful. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
so if you want to go check his stuff out, he's linked in the description here on the
Thank you very
on
much.
the stream. No problem, no problem. Basically, the entire point of today's stream is mainly that we're going to discuss a pre-party because I've never been to one. I'm not sure if
hmm
anyone in the chat is very familiar with how pre-parties work and stuff like that. Maybe some of you go to all of them, but I've never gone to one, and I kind of want to know what it's like. And I figured
hmm
I'll get the experts kind of experience to everything that's going on. And if anyone in the chat has questions as well, then you should basically write them all the time. And we also got Eurovision World here up on the screen to actually help us out if there's something we need to know. Sounds
hmm
good? I think it sounds
Yeah,
good. Yeah, yeah. I think it sounds good. So basically, well, we still don't know the date of when this pre-party actually happened,
I can
but
check the calendar. It was I went on the 8th of April,
8th
Saturday
of
the 8th.
April, so 11 days ago. I tried to like look up here, and it says like 10 days ago everything was posted. So yeah, basically,
hmm
uh, on the 8th of April. So it's been a while, and of course, we've had pre-parties in you said London and Amsterdam
There
since then.
was the Amsterdam one. I actually went to the Amsterdam one in 2019.
Ooh, then we can actually what's it called? Compare to how things have changed.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. So what's the
Hmm.
first general impression of this year's pre-party in Madrid? Let me ask.
I I had a great time. I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
was just really great. Yeah. Wow. Look at me and my vocabulary.
Mm. I'm very
Um,
impressed.
no, there was. Honestly, I think there was just a really good mood in general. There were most of the big fan favorites, I guess, were there.
Mm.
So the crowd was really excited about those. When I was watching the YouTube clips, everyone sound like a lot of them sounded kind of off or a bit eh.
Mm.
Whereas when I was in the crowd, everyone around me was just singing loudly, so everyone sounded good, basically.
Mm. So you didn't really notice if anyone was off when you were there.
Not at all. Like I
No.
remember having a blaster in Norway, everyone was jumping, and then when I saw their performance and I heard the audio that was recorded there, it felt very strange.
It wasn't like the
Because
like you heard the same thing.
not at all, yeah. Because I mean, I was hearing more of the people around me than the actual performer.
Well, that's well, I guess it's fortunate and unfortunate at the same time. Proper party atmosphere in one way, at least. But
Mhm.
of course, that could also. I don't think we should take too much out of it from listening to the audio quality on those performances on YouTube, because obviously when we see it in May, it's gonna sound better.
Mhm.
Technical difficulties appear all the time, so.
Yeah, Steve Smells just asked. There seem to be lots of problems with the sound quality in Madrid.
Mm,
Who dealt with that the best and worst, in your opinion?
mm-hmm.
Well, the best was is pretty obvious. It's Lazara, the French performer,
Why is that
where
obvious?
we noticed that she had the technical issue. Like even I noticed, despite being definitely not paying attention to the stage specifically. But well, I was, you know what I mean. Like I wasn't paying attention to the ear or whatever, but you could tell she was out of sync.
Mm-hmm.
But we noticed that she still did a really good job despite that. I think Portugal, where we didn't notice that she had technical difficulties, but apparently she did,
Mm-hmm.
and she also dealt with it really well. Um, the person who dealt with it the worst, I don't know if there's, I don't think anyone really, at least from the crowd perspective, I don't think anyone sounded bad or sounded off or had noticeable issues.
Mm-hmm.
The funny part was Laureen when at the end of the performance she said thank you, and it was a very heavily auto-tuned thank you.
Oh yikes!
That was a no, that was a pretty funny moment.
So the
Everyone
microphone
found it
already had
funny.
all of the effects on it before she started singing.
No, no,
Wonderful.
at the end of the
Oh, at the end. At
performance.
the end. All right, at the
Yeah,
end. So they did. They
I
hadn't turned that filter
yeah.
off yet. Well, that's interesting as well. But so from
Mhm.
the crowd perspective, basically everyone sounded great, regardless of any issues that they had,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
which is wonderful. I've seen some kind of what's it called disapproval for certain entries already being shown just because they performed it live once with technical difficulties and didn't sound ideal. Which
Hmm.
is, well, let's just mention quickly that that's not the way that it's supposed to be handled. I'd say, because
Yeah,
it's the first time for many of them, and especially with technical difficulties. And then, if it sounds great live, then maybe in May, when the audio quality is bumped up to the max during the show, that could be different, you know?
yeah. People are seemingly really worried about the Netherlands specifically because
Mm-hmm.
I think there's been two or maybe even three. I don't know if they were in London as well. Performances where they had significant vocal issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I really hope they can fix those issues by the time they hit the stage. Hopefully, like you said, things get fixed because
Yeah.
I do really love the song, and it would be painful to see it.
But that's an interesting point, though, because you said, like, when you were there, everything sounded great. Did they sound great as well? Like, is it only when you see it on YouTube that they sound off?
Honestly, I didn't really hear them.
You didn't
to
hear them.
be to be well, I didn't really hear their voices apart from the whole general ambient noise
Mm.
is what I'm trying to get to. So to my ear, it sounded good because everything was so loud everywhere.
And that was mainly like the people in the crowd singing along that kind of
Hmm.
made more
Yeah.
noise, let's say.
Yeah, like especially the part with the goodbye,
All
like
right,
the final
everyone sang along.
super loud. Yeah.
Mm, mm. Okay, that's interesting.
And I see people talk about May Muller.
Uh-huh.
I think it's May Muller. Yeah, she sounded great. Everyone was super excited about her. Like she was one of the performers that actually got the most energy out of people that evening.
Well, I mean, it's the type of song
Yeah.
as well, though, that can get people
Hmm.
going.
Yeah, very
Maybe
much.
more so than the Netherlands, for instance.
Hmm.
I got a long comment from Kevin up here. I'm just going to read it out loud without having pre-read it. So if you wrote something that I disapprove of, Kevin, I'm still going to read it. People have to remember that most people don't watch Eurovision live wearing headphones or in silence. At watch parties or with friends/family, there's background noise, and that helps cover quality. Well, yeah, just like you
Yeah.
said, Santi, that all of the sound surrounding it basically overshadows any issues, I guess, which is
Hmm.
interesting. Um, so overall, the whole experience, like from when you have or when you go to a pre-party, what is it like? That's kind of my first thought. Like
Hmm.
when you arrive, how early do you have to be? Is there any security check? Who do you go with? What's the whole process like getting there?
I can talk about the Madrid one and then the 2019 Amsterdam one, I guess.
Are they
Which one
very
do I do
different?
first? Mm, different enough, I guess.
Let's just
Different
start
level.
with this year, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I arrived with just a group of Spanish friends who, some from Madrid, but most of them came from other parts of Spain as well. So we just sort of gathered around and spent the afternoon and evening and then had dinner and then went there. I think we got there at 9:30 and it started at 10. So we got there pretty close to the start. There wasn't that much of a well. There was a very long line, but it went by pretty fast, and it was just a matter of showing the ticket and getting in there, pretty much.
Wait, is it
Um,
outside or inside this thing? I don't know.
it's inside. It's
It's inside.
inside.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the waiting line is outside though,
Mm,
and you see everyone sort a bunch of people with flags on their shoulders and their backs and all.
mm.
When I did the one in Amsterdam, I arrived quite a bit earlier, and there was a little bus doing with karaoke performances. Like they could play the instrumental songs, and then people from the waiting line would go there and sing random songs.
Mm.
And my only issue in Amsterdam was that I had this one started at I think 7 p.m.
Mm.
So I had a sandwich in my bag that I planned on eating after the concert, and they confiscated it.
Well,
So that was sad. So I mean, but that's I think yeah, food and drink you don't bring those in there.
yeah. Stupid noob
They
move. You know.
exactly.
But I
And
mean,
they were handing out little flags in Amsterdam, so that was cool. I got a Belgian flag and a Hungary flag.
no Sweden flag. I see.
And 20 who was John Lundvik? Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Obviously, you'd get a Sweden
I,
flag.
I I know you love his music, but
um, like how many people go to these things? Can you make an assumption? How crowded is it?
um God, there was a number. I'm going to check this, but definitely okay, Madrid pre-party. Let me. How many people went?
Does it feel like it's very crowded though, or is it like it's
Yeah,
totally?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay.
I think the room had a good size, the amount of
Well,
people that were there,
I don't think anyone heard you
but
now because you
definitely there
glitched
was a
out.
lot of people.
You're glitching out, so no one heard what you just said.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Try again.
okay, is this working now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
I think the room was definitely it fit the size basically. There was a lot of people, but we we weren't squashing each other or anything.
Mm.
It was a good fit. I think it's. I don't know if it was like 2,000, 3,000. I have no
Wow.
clue actually.
That's a pretty massive number
May-
though.
may-
Like
Maybe not that many.
yeah, but to fit inside, I mean, it's a massive amount. It's
The
one
room
thing
is
if it.
pretty big though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So was it like sold out, or would they actually be able to take in more people? You think?
If I remember correctly, they were selling tickets at the entrance, like the really last minute ones, but
Mm,
from people who canceled, so it was sold out.
yeah, yeah. Mm.
Tu- tu- tu.
So
Yeah. Mhm.
you accurate on the number?
I have
2,000?
no idea because I'm not finding
All right.
anything.
Well, if anyone knows, then you can let us know. I guess if you've been to a pre-party before, tell us how many people usually go there.
Yeah, it
Um,
says more than 2,000 on this
okay.
website.
Well, it's a massive amount regardless. Um,
Yeah.
so from the Madrid pre-party, I think if I'm not completely mistaken, I'm actually gonna take a sneak peek here because I think if you go on YouTube, you can see someone has made a top list and has 28 songs in it. So 9 of them
Yeah.
obviously didn't appear. Was there anything that you felt like, oh, it sucks that I wasn't able to see that one in Madrid?
Honestly, almost all of my favorites were in there.
Hmm.
The one that I was a bit disappointed was Germany was supposed to be there, but they ended up having to do a recording version. They couldn't actually make it there.
Also, they didn't go to Madrid.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I was looking forward to them. And then Iceland, I would
Hmm.
have liked to see live.
Hmm.
But other than that, pretty much everyone that I wanted to see was there. So
Okay.
I can't complain.
Good selection of artists then. Is there anything
I
that you
would say
think
so.
I would have liked to see there that wasn't there?
Ooh,
If you even know, because
wait, I have to. Mhm.
I'm not really sure who actually went there. But I'm pretty sure Loreen went there, and
Yes.
obviously Keria
Hmm.
and well, Southern Lights was there, weren't they?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, you might have wanted to see Ukraine. They weren't
Oh,
there.
for sure. Were Ukraine not there?
If they were, they didn't leave a strong impression on me.
Oh,
But I'm pretty sure
yikes.
they weren't.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they were. We had Ruslana.
Oh, yeah. So you actually have older artists appearing too.
Oh yeah. So I'm turning on the light because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
starting
yeah,
to
yeah.
get dark. Even here, it's starting to get dark.
Mm.
Uh, out of we had Surrey
Mm-hmm.
from Storm.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the presentators. The concert actually started with her and Ruslana singing "Love Shine a Light,"
All right. Nice little
which is very very
mix.
random,
Yeah, for sure.
but I liked it.
Yeah.
At some, I don't think she sang Storm. Could be confused, but Ruslana did sing "Wild Dances,"
Mm.
and then she sang I think a Ukrainian folk song that I definitely did not know.
Mm.
But I mean, it sounded good. I just had no idea what it was. And then we had Karina from Spain 1971 because they always
Okay,
bring an
well,
old artist.
okay.
And,
How many people in the chat are familiar with Karina from 1971? Because this guy is
and
not.
No Mundo Nuevo.
Yeah, I'm not so sure on that one, but okay.
She came second.
Yeah, in 1971. I don't even know what one was it. Monaco in 1971.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. All right.
And she took up like half an hour or something because she sang two of her songs that are popular in Spain, but obviously that no one foreign would know. And
Yeah.
then her Eurovision entry, and then they had this whole little like biopic they projected, and then the president was talking with her.
So she became a very
She's
big deal of this. Mm.
yeah, she's really sweet. But I mean, me and a lot of people were like, we love you, but we also want to see the next songs.
Yeah, I get it. She took up
Mhm.
a bit too much time, I guess.
Yeah, but that's
Um,
just to be expected from Mediterranean countries, you know.
I'm sure Sweden would have done the same thing. We would have
Maybe
gone like
for
a
less long.
yeah, but like for Christer Björkman, we would make a big montage for him or something like that. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I see that I have no idea in the chat apparently has an idea about something because he or
Oh,
she is telling me that next week rehearsals start. Is that actually
already?
true? Is that actually true? Because I feel like time is just flying away then. I mean, obviously, it's actually already April 19th.
Yeah.
So you might actually be right on that, regardless of you having no idea or not. But wow, what are we gonna do
I
like about all of that? It's gonna be a lot to process. Going for rehearsals already. Are all of the pre-parties like done now, or are there more?
Yeah. I think let me see, Barcelona. There was one in Poland. I think Warsaw. Then there was Madrid, Amsterdam, and London. I think
And
those
all
are
of
the
them are done?
five that I'm
Oh,
pretty
wow.
sure they are.
Wow. Hmm. So now it's getting
Mhm.
really close.
Wait,
Um,
and the Israel one.
well,
So the sixth. But yeah.
I wouldn't know anyway. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Saying a song is a guaranteed NQ already is very, very shaky. You can't do that already because we don't know anything yet. Of course, a
And
lot can
San
change.
Marino.
No, I mean there's always a possibility. There is a possibility, and it's like 10 songs have to qualify from that semi. So,
Fair
Steve
enough.
asks if Norway was there. I'm pretty sure you said that Norway was there, right?
Yes, she
Yeah,
was, and she was drunk.
she was drunk. All right.
I'm pretty sure she was drunk during her performance.
All right. Well, I mean, having the time of your
Yeah.
life before you have to get professional for the actual Eurovision.
Yeah, I think something that a lot of people, mostly people who see the live stream on YouTube, don't really get is that for a lot of these, it's not a serious performance.
Mm,
I mean, it's called a pre-party
yeah.
for a reason. You had Luke Black specifically, who I absolutely loved every minute of his performance. He was just having the time of his life. The Constracta showed up on stage to give him his little lobster, and he used it as a telephone,
Uh
and he was
huh.
doing like randoms hello during the performance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And especially one moment that really made me laugh and all the people around me too was his game over and
I
then
know, I
the
know this
second
story, and I'm gonna get
and this
demonetized if you say what he said. So you
but
keep that to yourself. Everyone knows, right?
he yeah, I mean, wait, I'm gonna go around YouTube's demonetization bubble. When you go to Spain, you go to the beach, so he did exactly that.
Aha. Yes.
Hmm.
Wonderful, wonderful way to put it.
Exactly, but it was
uh,
just really fun.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
get it.
loved it.
I
Mhm.
get it. Mihailo has apparently heard Karina once because he listened to all of the runner-ups and he was not a fan. So, well,
That's sad.
still got 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Andy says, I've heard Karina 71. She was overrated. So,
Wow.
not a lot of love for Karina here. But Elendil
Yeah.
says she was adorable at the pre-party. Do you agree with that?
She was. She really
Okay.
was. She's a sweet old grandma. Well, I don't know how old she is now. She's
A
probably
grandma.
it,
Yeah. I
is
mean,
she
she's got to be born at
71?
least in the 50s or 40s, so
She was born in 1946.
yeah, pretty
She's 76.
yeah, let's just say grandma. That's accurate, I guess. Um
They're bashing you for being an Everton fan now in the chat.
story of my life. Uh Kevin says Spain 1971 only got 2 10s, 2 9s, and 1 8. And 9. Did you get 9s back then? I don't remember the voting system of 1971, but that's interesting. Also, 3 4s
I
and two
wasn't there.
fives. No, I was not there either. But I've of course seen this year once. I know that's for sure. But I don't remember this voting system. And no, Jason, I'm not watching the Champions League because both of the games are already obviously finished. Like neither of the teams will come back from the result last week, so it's not that interesting tonight. And as Andy says, Champions League is not something for an Everton fan. So yeah. Um,
Good
I've
luck.
seen some questions like if we were gonna watch the performances from Jason. Is that something that we should do? I'm just thinking like if we do that, my channel's just gonna get taken down. So I think we shouldn't. If you want to see them, all of them are on YouTube. I'm pretty sure, all
Yeah.
28. So yeah, you just search pre-party Madrid 2023 like I've done up here, and then you can find all of them. Uh, Plus a bunch of top videos and other stuff.
There's a lot of content.
There's a lot of content on YouTube, and I'm sure all of you are already aware of that. So, Alex
Mhm.
is, of course, shaming us both for not remembering the voting system of 1971. I mean,
Which I'm sure
well,
he knows.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Mhm.
what was the maximum amount of points that you could get back then? 10? I mean, that's already higher than his age, so he's not the one to shame us. So, um, Vitor
Wow.
says, find this group of contestants pretty homogen. How do you pronounce this? Homogeneous? Homogeneous?
Homogeneous, I
Oh,
think.
here's the English teacher. And everyone seems to be having fun. Absolutely, absolutely, Vitor. I agree with
That's
you.
something I wanted to talk about as well, because we could tell they were all having fun together. There was a little balcony on the
Hmm.
side of the stage
Hmm.
where the contestants would go after they performed. And I remember seeing Joker out and Wild Youth really having fun together.
Hmm.
There was Mimi Cat from Portugal, like doing a bunch of clapping stuff and cheering the crowd on.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, they were all just having a great time together. It was awesome to
And that's
see.
like the best part when we talk about
Hmm.
Eurovision. That actually, what's it called? Like when you see that the artists are actually enjoying being a part of it as well, not just that they see it as a job and a
Yeah.
chore to go there and perform. It's become more and more. I
Hmm.
feel like for the last few years, when the artists really just relish the opportunity to go and have so much fun at
Hmm.
like pre-parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's so easy to remember. I don't even remember how long ago it was now, if it was 2019 or 2021, but when Tix went from Norway and he was basically
Hmm.
like during the live show in the final, he was standing up and waving his Norwegian flag and singing
Yeah,
along
he
to
was just there
every
jumping.
single song, which is just what you want to see, you know? It's really fun because it feels like all of us who watch it, we feel like we can connect with that because of course that's the same thing as we would do probably. Um, and it's
Jason Kara's. Oh, wait, go on. Finish your sentence.
no, I
Yeah.
think I'm pretty good there. what is
Okay.
what is
Jason Carey said a really funny thing. We can watch the Netherlands. It was so off key, the auto song detection won't work.
aha very
That
very
hurts to read,
that's
especially because it's one of my favorites. But
um
mm,
well, Jason, I'm not taking any risks, but sure thing. If it was so off key, do you want to watch it again? That's the question. Um, Zobi Gaming says, "What do you
mhm.
think of the big change that the head of show said it's coming to this year's live shows?" I don't know what this is about. Santi, do you care to fill me in?
I have no clue. This is the
Okay,
first I hear of this.
Zobi Gaming, do you want to fill us in on on what the big change is all
Mm.
about? I'd love to hear about it, and we can talk about it a little bit because any changes is obviously something worthy of discussing. Gabor asks, Groot, are you going to cover the rehearsals? I would love to give critical opinion about the look of the performance. The thing is that I'm not a big look guy. Like I can't really. And of course, oh wait, you actually mean the rehearsals for Eurovision later? I'm actually thinking about
Mhm.
I should do that.
There's Andy Niosh who says, Do you agree that the fandom overanalyzes the rehearsals every single year to a ridiculous extent?
I'm not part of the fandom in that regard, I'd say, so I'm not really sure. But of course, a rehearsal is a rehearsal. You shouldn't just decide how good or bad something is by looking at a rehearsal, because obviously what we get as well is like 30 seconds, right, from the rehearsals,
I've maybe 20 even. I have
maybe
no
20
clue.
seconds, yeah. And everything's not done. They're still getting used to the stage. They're getting used to the camera. So it's
Mhm.
very harsh, like judging. I think every year you see like these top videos from rehearsals,
Yeah.
which is
I,
something that I despise personally because you can't make a top video of a 20-second clip, and especially not for something that's not finished either. I
you
don't
know
like
what I
that.
remember about last year was that in those rehearsal videos,
Mm,
people were praising Cyprus a lot.
okay.
That people were really in love with the way the stage looked and everything.
Mm,
And then Ela had the fate that we know it had.
yes, but when you saw like the
Mhm.
photos from it, I was really excited too because it looked great
I did
in
as well.
stills.
Yeah.
But then I think the lighting was pretty off. I gotta say, it was very dark. Um,
Mhm.
and then obviously it didn't just really click through the screen. But I think from the images, the it looked really promising.
Yeah, it was the same for I think Better Love in 2019,
Oh
which I
God,
know you love
don't
this song. I love
remember.
it as well.
Oh God.
And people were so excited about the rehearsal again, but then the live it felt a bit
I think that was mostly just like a vocal kind of like the way they
yeah.
harmonized with each other. It didn't really work, unfortunately. Very difficult song to
Mhm.
pull off, though. You gotta be.
Milo is in the chat.
Mil- Making a top
Making
based
it.
on 20-second clip sounds like an average EBUC voting sequence. All right, well, fair point. we're gonna move on from that one. Let's see. Tank the player. The only problems with Madrid pre-party was that it was way too late and the audio was really bad. Wait, it was way too
Well,
late. Was it late?
for all of you, yeah.
But not for Spanish people. Got it.
No, this is just the normal.
When did
Right?
it start?
10 p.m.
All right.
And then it lasted until 2 a.m. And then the
Oh.
after party was until 6 a.m.
Oh, so it's like a. Oh wait, is this incredibly ignorant of me if I call it like? Is that like a siesta or something like that, or is that not a Spanish thing?
Siesta is what I did in the afternoon. That's just a
Oh,
nap
that's an
during the
afternoon
day.
thing. What's the thing
You're
called
thinking
when
of
you do it at night?
fiesta.
A fiesta. Okay.
That just means a party. It doesn't have a time. It's
Okay.
just party.
All right.
It means nothing more than that.
Let's just. Okay. It was a fiesta
Yeah.
until 6 a.m. Wonderful.
Yeah.
We've got some 1971 information here. I think was when each jury
great.
had 2 people and they each gave 1 to 5 points. What is this system? They were seated 1 up top and 1 below, and results were revealed from 3 countries at a time. This is just awful. Absolutely awful. Imagine if that was the case now. Just like, okay, you two,
God.
you're the jury. You sit there, and you're gonna give 1 to 5 points. Do you give points to everything, or how does that work?
I guess they did then.
So I'm just like,
But
okay, I like this song, I'm giving it 5. I don't like this one, I'm giving that one 1. And you just go through the entire list. Sounds very inconvenient. I mean, they were just still finding their feet in the 70s, but that's an awful way to vote. Gotta say. Let's see. There's actually a lot of stuff going on in the chat, and there's like long comments as well, which is wonderful. But I'm incapable of reading everything. Which one should we go for? Jason, online accreditation last year was fun watching all rehearsals and the production process. Online accreditation. How do you get that? You pay for that?
I think you have to ask the EBU if you're like as part of the media team or something like that.
Oh, Jason, you're part of the media team? Kudos.
I have no idea.
Zoe
that might be press accreditation.
Uh-huh. But you only get it online. Don't you usually go there? But that's something like as well, right? You're not allowed to go this year? Or what's... I don't know. I'm just speculating. We're gonna stop that.
I don't know this stuff.
Good on you, though, Jason. Hope you had fun seeing it. Oh, well, you said you had fun, but hope it was really, really great. Zobi says they didn't mention this big change, but they said there's one big change that we've never mentioned yet, and that they want to do something bold. Not sure what it is. I think that it's gonna be that they're gonna allow Christer Björkman to add 5,000 points worth of televote to the actual results. I think that's gonna be it. So I'm just kind of that's my guess, and if it's correct, then well, you know where you heard it first, basically. What's your guess, Santi?
Ooh, a big bold change. They make everyone qualify. They make the final be 37 songs long.
Ooh, that is a bold change, that's for sure. What if they go for like, okay, everyone except one will qualify? So
no.
You're just like being
That would be
pointed.
so awful.
You're being pointed out like you're the only one not qualifying. I mean, it basically almost already feels like that. Like when you have a semifinal of 15 and 10 go through, it's like if you don't go through, then that must feel awful. And I mean, obviously, a lot of good stuff won't. But what else do we have? We've got some comments about
Jason Carr is asking
Canada.
about the interval acts artists.
Oh yeah, we said something about that. Wait, let's see. Mihailo I've just got to see the Mihailo comment about when the pre-party in Madrid started. same time as Groot's streams usually start, which is pretty accurate. Um, all right, we're actually going to check the interval acts. Do you think they've written anything on Eurovision World about that?
They have on Eurovision World. I have no idea, but off the top of my head, I know there's going to be Kalish Orchestra, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be Goe, which I'm really
Mm-hmm.
excited about. Sam Ryder, I think, and then Cornelia Jacobs is going to be there,
Ooh,
which is awesome.
wonderful.
And they just said today that Mons is going to come back again.
No, but he's going to commentate in Sweden, I think.
Oh, maybe
I'm
for the
pretty.
final. Or he in a semi-final he's going to perform. I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that he's going to commentate with Edvard af Sillén
We're
in
getting
Sweden.
Angun from 2012 commentating in France.
Well, that's you. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
block this out for real quick, and I'm gonna look up if we got a list of the interval acts.
Groot, did you know that Jack White is actually also an ESC winning songwriter?
I don't know who Jack White is, so
Me neither.
no.
Wait, is he the guy from the White Stripes? No. Yeah, he is.
Oh, well, Andy, you need to provide some context here. What song are we talking about there?
Wait, is this the thing about how Toy is supposed to be accusing Toy by Neta of copying Seven Nation Army?
Of copying Seven Nation Army?
Yeah.
Where?
That was, I don't know, but that was a thing at some point, and it confused the hell out of me.
Huh.
But that was a thing.
Huh, I don't know any about that. I have no idea. Says the big change is they changed the qualifier system to be like that from Norwegian MGP. Every act stands in alike, and the hosts go country by country saying if they qualified or not. Oh no, that's awful.
I guess stands in a line.
Yeah, they stand in a line,
You
and you're
don't.
just like, okay,
You
you don't go through. What? Wow, wow. Did they
the
actually do
throwbacks
that
to-
in MGP? That's
Throwbacks
bullying.
to high school when you were in sports, and then there were teams, and you had captains that had to pick people. for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
team.
yeah. And then the
And
last guy
you
just
would get
says,
picked
"Oh, we don't want any of those. You can have the
last.
rest." Oh my god. Let's hope they. Okay, if they do that system, then okay. Well, that's such an awful way
Well,
of doing
Mons
it.
is going to be in a pre-recorded video.
Just like, but when was that? Was it in 2019 when everyone was like on the rooftops?
2020, right? The pandemic year.
No, but when they were on the rooftops, like they showed in the final, there were a bunch of performances on a rooftop, and there was like Helena Paparizou.
I think that was the pandemic ESC replacement.
Yeah, but you're stupid because there was no Eurovision that year. It has to be 2019 or 2021, right?
No, there was the show they did that was Europe Shine a Light.
Yeah, but I
was
didn't
meant to
watch that.
replace.
I didn't watch that, and I've seen this.
That's where Diodato performed in Arena di Verona.
Yes, I've only seen that, I think. Jason says
Maybe the
Rotterdam
roof was
2021.
2021.
Yeah, Jason
Okay.
says 2021, so there we go.
Never mind.
I'm telling you. In MGP, it actually felt brutal. Like, I can't imagine they actually did that. That's such an awful way of doing it. Should we check this article with the interval acts? So in semifinal one, okay, this is a lot to read. Apparently, Julia Sanina, who is also hosting the show, will open the semifinal with the song Mayak. The performance symbolizes the unification through music of Ukraine and the Ukraine. What?
Wait, she's the singer from the Hard Kiss, I think.
Aha, okay. The opening
right.
number aims to emphasize the holding of the 67th Eurovision. Yeah, okay. During the interval, British singer Rita Ora will sing a medley of her past hits, and will also perform a brand new song. Okay. Why not?
I remember the story where in 2009 she was maybe going to go to ESC for the UK, and then she rejected it because she said it would ruin her career.
In 2009?
Yeah.
Rita Ora?
A story like that. Yeah.
Is she that old?
I guess so.
Okay, all right. Alyosha, I don't know how you pronounce this, who represented Ukraine in 2010, will perform.
Banger song, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, will perform "Ordinary World" with Liv. Is "Ordinary World" a song by her, or is it actually the Duran Duran song? Because if it's the Duran Duran song, I'm all for it, but I don't know what else it would be. Regardless, she will perform that, and this performance will tell the story of hope, courage, and support of the people of Ukraine from all over the world, and is called "Welcome to Our Home." All right. And then in the second semi, we have Maria Yaremchuk, who represented Ukraine in 2014, will open the second semifinal with a medley of famous Ukrainian music. Performance is called Music Unites Generations. And at the end, Maria will be joined by rapper OTOY and Zlata Dziunka, who represented Ukraine at Junior Eurovision 2022. And then a bunch of quotes. And during the interval, a performance called Be Who You Want to Be will emphasize that Eurovision is a place to open to everyone, regardless of who you are. All right. And then in the final, it says absolutely nothing. It says that Liverpool is known globally as the birthplace of the Beatles. Well, thank you. So
Are
this
they going to revive them? Well, wait, no. Paul McCartney's
only two
still
of
alive,
them,
isn't he?
yeah, and Ringo as well, isn't he? It's just George and John who are not around.
Yeah.
If I'm not completely mistaken, which I hope I'm not. Otherwise, I just made a fool out of myself for everyone. Okay, let's see if I can actually find the final interval act. Oh yeah, they posted about that as well. I'll just.
There was a bit of there's a random controversy right now in Spanish Euro fandom, I guess you could call it, about Chanel, who apparently wasn't invited, or her team didn't want her to go to participate in ESC or something like that. I have no idea.
What do you mean, last year?
Because no, like this year for the interval acts, because they have Kalush Orchestra, they have Sam Ryder, and they have Cornelia Jacobs, but they don't have Chanel.
Yeah, but
I have no idea, but I mean, I care that much anyway.
They don't have Serhat either. Why the hell not? I mean, where's Serhat? Come on. I need some dentistry
I saw
on stage.
him, and remember how I saw him in 2019?
Oh yeah, because he participated in 2019, and you got some of his confetti, didn't you?
Yes, wow. the Serhat sprinkle.
Serhat sprinkle. The Serhat sprinkle. Oh yeah.
I still have it, like somewhere in my home, in the middle of a book or whatever.
Ah, well, where it should be. Or well, I'd probably like just put it on the fridge or something. You know, the Serhat sprinkle. Let's see. The grand final, opening and interval acts have been confirmed. Says a bunch of nonsense there, I think. The final will be opened by the winners of the 2022 Eurovision Song Contest, Kalush Orchestra, who opened the show with a performance titled Voices of a New Generation, which will include a performance of their winning song, Stefania. This will lead to the flag parade, which will see all 26 finalists welcomed with past Ukrainian Eurovision acts Goe, Jamala, Tina Karol, and Verka Serduchka performing during the flag parade. These performances will be the act's past entries, but with a new twist and mixed with British classics. Okay, if we're not getting Cry Baby, then they're just messing this up.
British classics.
We need the British classics. We need Cry Baby. We need Flying the Flag. Obviously, Flying the Flag because it's a flag parade. Like if they're not doing Flying the Flag, come on. What are they even doing?
They're going to do Imagine.
But that's not a Eurovision. Oh, mixed with British classic. It doesn't have to be Eurovision. It's absolutely going to be Imagine.
You know what would actually be cool, though? If Sam Ryder could do a David Bowie song. That would be pretty cool.
I mean, he's probably going to do Imagine. And then you could, like, Imagine is so fitting as well because you could automatically go into Don't Look Back in Anger because it's the exact same kind of chord progression. So you could do a mashup and then everyone would be like, wow, they did that. Well, yeah, that could happen, you know?
I have no idea what British classics are, really.
Well, Imagine is.
Yeah.
And Flying the Flag is another one. Let's see, what else do we have? First interval act.
If they do Love Shine a Light again,
they're gonna do it. Just get prepared.
The song, but I'm tired of it.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. It's a shame that they only say British classics. Like we should have Irlande Dusepois in this as well, and more of these classics. You know, we need an all-star of Eurovision classics. First interval act will occur during the voting after all 26 finalists have taken to the stage. Sam Ryder will return to the stage for a surprise performance, which has been speculated to be a duet with last year's winners, Kalush Orchestra, but full details of Sam Ryder's act for Eurovision 2023 are still not known. And the final interval act will be called the Liverpool Songbook and will celebrate the host city of Liverpool's contribution to pop music. Oh, you just know it's going to be Beatles, Beatles, and the Beatles.
Well, what else does wait? Let me just Google
Liverpool
famous
has a
artists from
bunch, actually has a bunch of pretty famous bands from back in the day, but it's obviously going to be
yeah.
a lot of Beatles. And then past
Let me see if
Eurovision
there's
acts: Netta, Mahmood, Daddy Freyr, Cornelia Jacobs, Duncan Lawrence, and Liverpool local Sonia will perform as part of this act. Who's Sonia? Are we supposed to know? Oh, UK 1993! Aha! I didn't know her name was Sonia. But that's a nice touch as well, that they actually invite someone who wasn't participating
no.
in the last 2 years. So that's always something.
Let's see. 27 Liverpool bands and musicians that shaped our city forever. One,
Oh,
the
you're actually...
Beatles. Okay.
2, the Beatles.
Yeah. Let me see if let me see if I know any of these. Wait, big in Japan. They're a thing. I think their singer is still alive.
Big in Japan. I only know the song. But obviously you got Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
I don't know. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah. And
Dead or Alive.
A flock of seagulls, I'd say.
Yeah.
With Iran.
That's
they're gonna play Iran. I know for a fact. They're gonna play Iran.
There's a band called Space that sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. The Wombats.
Wait, I'm actually looking as well. Did you know that Mel C is from Liverpool?
I had no idea, and I don't even know Mel C.
She's from the Spice Girls. Come on.
Oh.
And she was the Spice Girl who actually had a solo career after. Good one at that as well. And oh my god,
a dream the other night where the Spice Girls were in front of where I live in Brussels for whatever reason, and it was just a very confusing dream.
Well, dreams tend to be no need to worry about that one. Apparently, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark are from Liverpool, and they should absolutely play some of their stuff. That's a good one. Oh, and then a bunch of when you look for Liverpool musicians, all of the Beatles come up as solo artists as well.
There's Banners.
Banners is from Liverpool. That's right.
Yeah, wow. And they're popular enough right now that my friends and
maybe they could play someone to you. Maybe.
That would be great.
I agree. Isn't the Spice Girl Mel B? There's both Mel B and Mel C. I have no idea. So there were two Melanies in the Spice Girls, basically. And Mel C was Sporty Spice, who got a solo career after. And I think Mel B was Scary Spice, I think, if I'm not mistaken. As you can hear, I'm very passionate about Spice Girls.
Much more than I am. Did you know there's a band called Half Man, Half Biscuit?
I mean, now I can't think of anything else than
Wait,
them.
You know who's from Liverpool?
Who?
Lightning Seeds. It's Coming Home.
Oh wait! Oh my god, we need.
Oh, I hope.
It's Coming Home. That would be.
Oh, they better be there.
What a show that would be, for sure. I mean, we kind of need that. All right, should we drop the whole Liverpool artists thing? We've got the whole little lineup here, and we can speculate all day about who's gonna pop up, but
Rick Astley.
Okay, drop it.
No, but these are incredible. Liverpool really does have so many people.
Oh, well, we'll see what we're gonna hear when the show comes around. But yeah, sounds like a pretty exciting lineup altogether. With the fact that they've got so many different artists participating in this as well, which is really nice, I'd say. And I'm actually a really big fan of the fact that they actually got the Liverpool local Sonia, who I didn't even recognize, because I mean, obviously this year it's 30 years since she came second. So
it is
30 years. Jason asks, who will be the spokesperson for the rest of the world vote? Obviously it has to be Mr. Worldwide Pitbull, right? I mean, it's just written in the stars that Mr. Worldwide has to do the rest of the world vote. It's
I would love that.
yeah, yeah,
No,
that would be
unironically, they could bring Florida. I
could
mean,
bring Florida. Yeah,
he participated.
he did. Maybe needs some more cash. Uh, let's see. Vitor says it was funny that they invited Boy George to play opposite Gustav. Have I missed something here?
I have no idea what this is about.
I have no idea either. Vitor, you need to provide some context here because I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Kevin has a guess of Will Ferrell being being the spokesperson, and that absolutely could be it. Just because of the Eurovision movie and everything, it just feels like that kind of gimmicky choice.
Yeah, it's
Isn't?
true. Wait, is rest of the world only in televote, or do they have a jury? Because if they,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
that's a good point actually. That's a good point.
Mhm.
Ha.
Mm.
Okay,
It
then
would be nice if they
we're
had
not
a
getting
jury.
anything. Um, yeah, a lot of people are pointing that out. So sorry, we're just silly over here. We're
Mm.
speculating on something that we don't even have to speculate about. Andy asked if we haven't
It's still
suffered
fun.
enough already, if we're gonna have Pitbull as well. But
What do you mean suffer?
yeah, exactly. All right, running. Rest of the world is only televote. Okay, yeah, we messed up. We're
Oh
gonna
well.
move. We're gonna move on from that. Um, but yeah, regardless, I think. Ooh, what else should we discuss today?
There was wait. I found Red said recently. I found out recently that a distant relative was one of the singers of Flying the Flag. I felt very disturbed to find out.
I would.
I just wanted
Wow,
to point that out.
wow.
Yeah, we
That's
have celebrity in this chat.
yeah, absolutely. Wow, Red. What are the chances you're gonna get an autograph for all of us? There are 44 viewers at the moment. I mean, I think everyone's pretty interested in this, Red. Um, give the relative my best regards, and I'm praying for them to appear during the flag parade in
We
May.
should ask. God, they should just do a compilation of every British entry that came dead last.
I mean, it didn't come dead last though.
Oh,
I'm pretty
damn.
sure Ireland was below it, and probably
Was
like
this
something else.
2007?
Yes, 2007.
Uh,
Oh,
there's Jason Carr who asks, so televotes will have more to say than juries, not 50-50 anymore.
oh yeah, that has to be the
And
case.
yeah, I guess there'll be an extra set of points from the
Yeah,
rest of the world.
yeah.
Maybe. Or they remove San Marino's televotes, seeing as it's already calculated, but
What is that supposed to mean, huh? Don't they vote in San Marino? Obviously, they have
no,
to.
no, because it's such a small population that the televote from San Marino is actually a mix of the votes from the surrounding countries. Well,
Are you
like
for real
Italy,
right now?
obviously. Yes, yes, they mix. I think it's like Italy, Croatia, Slovenia, France, and Albania and Greece or something like that, and then
But
they do an aggregate of those, and that's San Marino's
but what
televote.
about the few San Marinese people who actually decide to vote? What happens to them? That's I don't like that. But obviously, it's really easy to rig a country with so few
Yeah,
inhabitants.
I
But I
mean, what was
mean,
it? It was 2013. Azerbaijan got under fire for in a video in Lithuania where they were buying phones and phone cards and giving them to people, and then supposedly they did it in Montenegro and Malta as well. Smaller populations.
I have no idea about all of this stuff. I think
Oh,
everything is so
this is
innocent, and then all of this comes up.
there's all the you know why this is a televote only semi also, right?
Yes,
Because last year all the jury scandals with like Poland, San Marino, I think Azerbaijan again and Romania, and they all sort of swapped 12s around.
yeah, but we got to be grateful because we got Azerbaijan in the final because of the juries, and they didn't get 0 points. That would have been the most miserable
Uh,
thing ever if
Azerbaijan
Azerbaijan
last
last
year.
year would have got 0 points. I would just
Azerbaijan last year is so confusing because it's like a song that's supposed to be good, and then I forget it exists.
oh
And
I could never forget it exists, but it takes way too long to get going. That's the issue, I'd say. San Marino uses the same network as Italy. It would be impossible to separate their votes from Italy. Ah, got it.
Ah, okay, okay.
So that's the point of it. So basically, if you vote in San Marino, you count towards Italy's televotes. Is that how it works?
I guess so, yeah. And
Then
then the
you
San
then you
Marino
can't vote,
televote is an aggregate.
but then you can't vote for Italy if you're in San Marino, and vice versa, right? I don't know.
Well, if you're in it, wait, San Marino's people can vote for San Marino then in the final,
Oh yeah,
right?
true.
Because their votes count as part of Italy's.
This is a very confusing system. I'm very confused by
I mean,
this.
it's like three people, so they're not going to affect much.
Well, you're just exaggerating now. There are more than three people.
Yeah, there's five. They
Uh-huh.
should just replace the San Marino televote with the results of the Groot's community voting.
Oh, you got it, Andy. There we go.
That's the big change, the big
That's
and
oh,
bold
that's the
change they're
big
gonna do.
change. Of course.
Wait, can you
Uh
imagine if they actually bring in a YouTuber's vote?
mm. Well, it's not
Like,
going to be me, that's for sure. I mean,
no,
they've
they would
already
have
invited Wee Wee
Wee
Blogs.
blogs or
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
that's the jury vote. Um, Regardless, I like your idea, Andy. We're gonna have the Groot community voting to actually have a purpose in this as well. Daniel asked, "What are we talking about?" Who the hell knows? We've moved on to just random
talk about
stuff now.
whatever.
This is what happens, you know. It was
Yeah,
supposed to be a stream about the pre-party, but I mean, you kind of answered everything that I was wondering. If anyone else
I
has
mean,
some questions about a pre-party, then you should let us know because we got
yeah,
the expert here. we can call
such
we
an
can
expert.
yeah we can kind of call you that, I guess.
Well, I can try and say like my favorites or my surprises of the pre-party,
Yeah,
if we want to go back on that
but the
topic.
thing is, we can't like
Hmm.
you can't have a favorite from the pre-party because
No,
people
no,
can have.
but I mean that my positive surprises in that
Hmm.
sense,
But you already said,
because
or well, you said that France and Portugal were the ones who dealt with the technical issues the best, right?
yes, but they weren't like seeing them live didn't really change my opinion of them though. The song that really did change my opinion a lot live was Armenia,
Mm-hmm.
specifically. That's because I had it, I think, like 13th or 14th before, which I mean, like it's pretty up there. But then live, it was really great. And
Mm-hmm.
the other one that's really stood out to me was Austria,
Mm-hmm.
which I
Yeah.
was kind of apprehensive about how it would sound live, but it sounded better than studio. Like they really did manage to bring that energy. So I
Yeah.
think Armenia and Austria were really my two winners of the evening, as in
Mm-hmm.
songs that I
Yeah,
then moved
because
upwards
of
and had a
course
better
these
opinion of.
these two we haven't heard them live before this, right? Or maybe at a
Yeah,
different pre-party, but like we haven't.
it was their first live.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. I've also seen like people
Mhm.
talk up Georgia a little bit after seeing it live. The fact that she
Mm,
sounds really great, but
she
maybe I'm
does, but it didn't change my opinion about it, I guess,
okay.
because what I was after wasn't really vocal performance exactly, since obviously I mean I was still in the crowd, I couldn't hear that much of it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not as good as with headphones.
Mm-hmm.
I was more after the energy they managed to give out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Georgia, she was impeccable, like vocally, technically, all great. But I didn't feel, um, I don't know, it didn't connect in the
Mm.
way that Armenia connected on sort of a. I really felt what she was singing, and then Austria connected, and they really transmit the energy of the song
Mm.
very clearly. So those are the big two winners
Mm.
in minute. And
I get it.
Blanca Paloma live, because Andy Neosh asks, "Is there anyone that comes close to Blanca Paloma live?" She
Well,
was
you
very,
well, I
she
mean,
was
you're
very good.
yeah, but Andy, you're asking the most biased person on the planet, so it's not
I'm only
it's
half Spanish.
yeah, but there's something there. There tends to be a
No,
bias.
slightly.
Uh,
I do consider her the best vocalist this year, but
mm,
also because the vocal technique she does is very difficult
mm.
um, to do correctly. But I would say, let me think. You can talk and I'll think
Yeah, I
about
mean,
it
I
because
gotta say that I told this to you when I saw the performance because I checked out this performance that like the version that she performs at this pre-party is something that really clicked with me. I mean, I still enjoy the song for what it is on its own. When we did when I did my whole like ranking segment on the stream, I think it ended up in around 15th. But if you have that live performance, I mean it's easily like up there in sixth or fifth or somewhere around there, because I just love like the scaled back version of it, and I mean I'm a sucker for guitars, so obviously I would
Yeah.
like it.
And
Um,
she did a performance that's basically what flamenco actually is.
mm,
Her song is an experimental take on it, but then she performed it in a. It's the sort of stuff you would be in the streets in Andalusia, and you would hear that stuff being played in the streets.
maybe
So what
not
can I
that,
say?
maybe
Go there.
not that convincingly, right? With that vocal technique and
You'd be surprised
yeah, I'm sure,
because
but
mhm.
maybe I mean she's probably like top tier, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's definitely top tier, but there's a lot of really good street
Oh,
performance
for sure, for sure.
because it's still very much a folk art.
Yeah,
Um, so someone who came close to Blanca para my life, Laureen.
yeah. I
Well,
mean, we know
I don't
Lauren.
know if there was autotune involved because it was weird when she said thank you and whatever.
Yeah, but it's
But
regardless. I mean,
she, we
I've
know she can sing.
I've heard her live so many times now that it's just something that you get floored by every time you hear, at least in my opinion.
She has this ability of a beautifully. It's so clear
Yeah,
and so open and clear. And Blanca Paloma has a much more restricted and controlled and varied way. Lauren's just like, you
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
This
It's like
makes
very more,
perfect
much more
sense.
kind of
Thanks.
impact on Lorraine's.
Yeah.
It's very on point all the
Hmm.
time. I'd say
Yeah,
very controlled.
absolutely.
Um, See, Daniel says that he's been thinking a lot about Czechia not working live, not because of the vocal, but because the song doesn't work with instruments and choreo on stage.
I
Doesn't
actually
work with.
agree with that.
Yeah, like the choreography part of everything will be very tricky to know what they're going to do because obviously I mean, the choreography that they had in their national final didn't exist. So we have an issue there already. Not that it needs one, but the way that they have to present it to actually make it impactful might be tricky for them. I'm trying to think
That's
of songs that have
mhm.
managed to do it that are similar to it, and I can't really think that much.
With the thing is, there are six people by
Mm,
themselves, and so there's no space for dancers or performers. So they have
kind of rely on
just
visuals behind them,
yeah,
I guess.
more or less. I mean, Tulia from Poland in 2019, their solution was just stand on a platform and have it spin.
Yeah. Um,
If I and it was not very convincing either. I think
so
they will need to rely on the back screen, on effects, and on props and something like that. And
I'm expecting a Sergei Lazarev type of performance now from all six of them. Let's do it. Moving walls and
at once.
yeah, let's go for it. That's their saving grace, I guess. Uh,
Yeah,
Portugal and France also had technical problems, but they overcame it and did not complain. Yeah, just like you said,
yeah,
Santi, exactly. Uh,
they did really good.
Panic Pony just says and Malta. I'm not sure what the context here is, but
I don't know, but Malta was great. I love them.
we do like Malta in this chat room altogether. So yeah, we can always talk about Malta.
Oh yeah,
Um,
also Latvia was really freaking
I
good.
mean, you say that
I
as
have
that
to
is a
say.
surprise. It's
Yes,
we know. People
but
just have to realize the fact that they're great. So
the thing that killed me is that people weren't excited about Malta, and they were one of the first ones to perform. So people actually like shut up, and I could hear them well. People
aha.
weren't paying attention. I was just there, like, yes, this is great. Why is everyone else not caring?
Wait, who did we talk? Latvia or Malta?
Latvia, Latvia.
Ah, because
Malta
you
people
said
were excited
Malta.
enough.
You said
Oh, sorry,
Malta. Yeah, you just messed
I
up.
meant Latvia. Both should
That's
qualify.
such a shame though that people are not like people are sleeping on it. Unfortunately,
I mean, it's a lullaby.
no, it's not. It's absolutely not. But of course, when we did the voting
Mhm.
on this channel, Aya won. So the fan base is strong right here,
Yeah.
and very poignant.
Slovenia. Slovenia is one of the best vocalists as well. Not in an impressive vocal technique sort of way, but again in the way in the transmission of energy,
Mm, mm.
and it's just hit perfectly for what it needs to do.
I think he's got a very characteristic tone as well, which just
Yeah, yeah,
sets it apart completely.
and he doesn't sound like breathy or tired or what. He
No, no.
knows it.
You can see
He
you
has
can
a lot of
see
control.
yeah, but you can see every time you see them that he's having the time of his life, and they all are, and
Yeah.
that's worth so much. Elendil says, "Love how Spain comes up with a different version each time during for the pre-parties." Obviously, you haven't been to any other ones, right? Like previously in Spain.
This year now, and in Spain now, not at all.
No,
This is my first one in Spain.
but apparently it's different each year, which is
No,
wonderful.
no, it's Blanca Paloma. In every pre-party, she's doing a different version of
Aha!
yeah, yeah.
I thought it was like the way that they did the pre-party in Spain, but
No,
okay,
no, no.
it's about Blanca Paloma. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
nice touch.
because she said she wanted the song to have a life of its own
Mm,
and show all its different aspects, all its different sides.
mm.
In Israel, she had a really impressive one, which I was hoping she would do something similar to, where she had this intro with a very wide and ethereal sort of rumbling. It sounded absolutely incredible.
Oh, she's done that,
Uh,
or is she gonna do it, or what did
in
you say?
in Israel,
In
but
Israel?
the one she will do in Liverpool is going to be similar to the one you heard in Benidorm Fest, to
Yeah,
the studio one.
yeah, yeah, as it should be, of course. Um, we love you too, Asudo. Don't-
Yes, we do.
nice to have you in the chat. Um, online vote. Can you do online votes? I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna skip a few comments here. Sorry, Jason, that I'm ignoring you, but I don't know anything about online votes. Um, Daniel says most of the hype for Czechia comes from the music video. Yeah, could be our shock NQ moment. It's very early to say, but I mean, it's obviously
Let's
one
wait
of
for rehearsals, right?
yeah, but it's obviously one of these that we don't really know what to expect when we see them live because
Hmm.
we've seen them in their own national final, but low budget, low preparation. Um, yeah, we'll see. We're gonna live on the speculation there with that one. Um, Jason says we should check the leaked pyro prices. I was shook. What's that?
I guess when you perform, you have to pay for the effects in your performances, and maybe pyro is expensive to use.
Aha.
No
Uh-huh.
idea.
Oh
This
yeah.
is a guess.
That well, it makes sense. It makes sense. My sister's crown's dance break version. Yeah, let's have that. Let's have them.
Have you heard?
We have like three of them doing the Sergei Lazarev and three of them doing the Chanel. Just
You know the dang it, in the Croatian national final,
yeah,
the group of six who also did a choreo. You saw their choreography or no?
yeah for Nevera.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. I
if you
mean,
can call it a
it
choreo.
wasn't a choreography. They switched places a few times.
It was
Uh,
hilarious.
well,
Um,
uh, Panic Pony. My comment was about Latvia, Malta, Slovenia, and San Marino being great in the parties. All the bands were, yeah, for sure. I mean, San Marino is really good live from what I've seen.
he is good in the vocal sense, but I didn't get well, to be fair, I don't really like the song either, but I didn't get an energy from it. Surprisingly enough, Poland, I actually got a lot of energy from it.
Okay, Chad, are we
That
closing down
was
Santi's camera now? I think we are, right?
no, but
Uh,
one of the loudest moments of the night was everyone in the crowd yelling "Baby"
aha,
together.
aha.
That was
Could you imagine
people
if
went wild.
Booty would have won in Poland and that would have been at the pre-party? That would have been
What an
even.
anthem!
Yeah, for sure. Um, Dennis says Latvia is amazing, low key, hoping for them to qualify, and then juries could carry them to 12. Don't ever rely on juries, Daniel. We can never rely on them. They will always let us down somehow. But yeah, let's just hope they qualify. That's the key part of this.
My sister's crown reggae mix.
What are we gonna have a reggae mix? My sister's crown reggae mix. Yeah, let's have that as well. Could have a complete mashup of so many different styles. I think we got an interesting one from Steve as well. Latvia sounds a bit like a cupboard of pants being pushed off a cliff, or so I heard. I heard that too. Not when I listened to the song though, Steve. But yeah, I'm sure you're onto something there though.
Was that the 5/4 rhythm or however it's
No,
called?
no, it's like there's a review, like
Mm.
there's a an article basically from a British journalist where he reviewed
Wait,
all of
is
the
it the
songs.
BBC one?
Yes, yes. and he called Aya basically. It sounded like a cupboard of pans being pushed off a cliff. So
Great.
okay, well, we don't have to dwell on that review. It was all for a bit of fun. We don't need to take it too seriously, but obviously some phrasing in that was maybe not what it should have been.
It's the BBC.
BBC News. Andy asks, "What is the superior lullaby, Southern Lights or The Cure's?" It's been a while since I heard The Cure's. I mean, I'm obviously just loving Aya, so I gotta say Aya. Sorry, Andy. If I understand you're a big fan of The Cure, but Aya is just Aya is Aya. What else do we have? Think someone posted a ledger on Twitter of the prices for every special effect, including like wind machines and pyro and so on. It was an easier time back in the 80s and 90s. Like obviously we did the watch along for 1980 yesterday. How many pyros did we see? 0. Cheap and
When was the
convenient.
first pyro?
Did Iceland 97 have pyro? I don't think they did, but they had a lot of cool stuff in
They
it.
had a couch.
Yes, and a pretty like cool light show and everything, but maybe no pyro. When could the first pyro even be? Like it's absolutely somewhere around the mid 2000s.
Let me see, because 2006, Lordy had it coming
Oh
out.
yeah,
Lordy
absolutely,
had pyro.
absolutely.
Who-
I think didn't
2005.
Romania in 2005? They had a bunch of fire on stage at
I
least.
think, but it's like they had saws that they were using on the metal stuff on stage to create
Yeah,
the sparks. So it wasn't or did they have a real pyro as well?
this is something that everyone in the chat has to come in with their own
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
We can confirm that Lordi absolutely had pyro in 2006, but before that, I'm thinking 2004. Did Ruslana?
Mm,
Were there any pyro?
she might have. Wait.
Yeah,
No,
you're gonna have to look up the performance now.
I'm going to watch it right now.
Yeah, just don't let the audio play so that the stream gets
'Cause
taken down.
it might have been pyro, or no, there's fire, but in the screen effect.
I mean, Daniel says in the chat, wasn't 2006 the first year pyro was allowed?
I don't
So
think she had actual pyro.
yeah, but did you listen to me? No, you didn't. Listen, Daniel asks, wasn't 2006 the first year pyro was allowed? You still didn't listen to me.
Me?
Yeah.
I was listening.
Okay.
I just didn't know.
So 2006 was the first year that pyro was allowed.
Sweden had fire in 2000.
Fire, not pyro.
Isn't that what's the difference?
Pyro is like that.
But yeah. What Allison? I just checked on the performance. Well, dances had fire, but on the screens. So
oh really?
It wasn't actual fire.
No real fire.
Yeah.
Aha.
But oh, what was his name? Roger Pontare, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
He definitely had pyro.
So. Oh well, it's not how you say it, but I just said yeah, sure, because you're gonna finish your sentence. Danny says, I'm pretty sure pyro wasn't allowed before 2006. That's why Lordi went all in. Yeah, for sure they did. There was like you could barely see the performance at the end because there was just pyro everywhere. And you got a new subscriber, Santi. Congratulations from Steve. He uploads once a year, so enjoy that.
Twice, and because I have my Eurovision ranking, and then I do just artists I discovered during the year.
Oh yeah, but so, you do realize that you have to start posting more videos now. So
do I?
Yeah.
I have exams coming up.
World of Series is Groot. Few days ago, I saw a video in this Polish channel that uploads recaps. I can't pronounce this channel where. Okay, thank you, Santi. Where different this year's entries reacted to different Polish ESC entries and NF entries, and Southern Lights reacted to the booty song. Well, what was it like?
I have to watch this.
Jason says from Chat GPT, the first time special effects were used at ESC was in 1957, when a split screen was used to show the scoreboard and the performance on stage simultaneously. That's actually pretty cool, but that's no pyro. But still, I thank you for the information. I definitely did not know this before I started the stream today, that's for sure.
You imagine like Denmark from the like Skiviska side i natt,
Yes.
and then while they're kissing, there's just fireworks in the background.
Oh, we need an edit of this. Someone needs to edit that. Just add the fireworks in the background. Oh yeah, Asudo, look forward to Santi's 2024 ESC Top 1 new video.
Yeah.
This is the new purpose of your channel.
Now I just have to upload every time a new song is
Yes,
released.
exactly. And you can also do like when you have national finals and Melodifestivalen comes around, then you do like every semi, you do the top 7 when only the rehearsal, now like the sneak
yeah.
preview clips are released. You need to do
And then I
those
do
top
my
videos.
predictions.
Yes, predict, rank, write comments about the 30-second snippet. Everything. You need to do everything. Your channel is. Wait. Okay. Jason says first time pyro was used at Eurovision is
used it.
1984 during the performance of the Swedish entry Diggiloo Diggiley.
Really?
Are you for sure? I do not remember this. The fact that they had
Me
pyro.
neither.
Obviously, we're gonna rewatch 1984 pretty soon, so we're gonna see it in live. But now you just sparked my interest. I need to know. I need to know if this is actually true. Diggiloo Diggiley might not have had pyro, but they did have a silly little dance. Who you calling silly? it's a very cool dance, very cool choreography.
Belgium. That's just how Swedish people dance.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Don't mock us. I mean,
you know Belgium 1980, the Eurovision song.
Yeah.
Didn't that have like?
Well, they had
glitter or something
confetti.
like that?
Yeah, he pulled up confetti
that's
from his
the one.
pockets and threw them on the sides. No pyro though, that's for sure. That's for sure.
He couldn't pull flamethrowers out of his pocket.
Ah, that would have been something, right? And for my final trick, here we go. Flamethrower.
Burn the stage.
Yeah. Yarsh, did you see the live show details by the BBC? What live show details? Is it if
We
it's
talked
about
the interval acts?
If it's about the interval
at the
acts,
very
we've talked about that already. Yes. But if it's about something else, let us know because then we should look that up as well. What else is there to discuss? Really, there's always something. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, anything. Let me see. They're asking what was the first time ESC stage has had LED screens, and I answered 2009. But
are you sure?
Well, because I don't know if there's the difference between LEDs and the screens that were there in like 2008, 2007. Like, were those LEDs as well?
It's not. Well, I mean, for flying the flag, there was like a bunch of stuff going on the screens behind them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just don't know if it's was called LEDs already or something. I did not. I have no idea about anything technology.
No,
there's Daniel that mentioned a very good thing that I want to talk about.
But I mean, wait. I mean, the fact that they had a massive British flag behind. I mean, surely this is that a LED screen? I mean, it's a screen, all right, and it has the British flag on it, and it's all over the place. So
yeah, so Jeffrey's saying 1994 had a LED screen.
Yeah, they had like the city landscape behind them back in 1994. Jason says apparently in 1991 France used a large ring of fire on stage. Is that true?
According to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Should have won though. Sorry, Sweden.
What do you mean, flying the flag?
No, France 1991.
No, there's another song that should have won that year, which I'm not going to reveal which that one is until we rewatch it on the channel.
Greece.
Good one. As I said, I'm not going to reveal which one it is. Alex, I love how Groot always using flying the flag as a reference. I mean, how can I not? It's just
Cultural reset.
I mean, it's just the classic among all classics. Regardless of the fact that you want something to suck on for lunch or not, then I love how that's actually the part that's most replayed on YouTube is him saying, "Do you want something to suck on for lunch?" I just love this. Okay. Just okay.
God,
I'm gonna
everything about
keep
that
this.
performance is incredible.
I'm gonna keep this screenshot actually up on the stream so you can look at him when he says it for, well, basically for the rest of your lives, if you want to see that.
Oh my
Um,
god. There's the most important thing because they released now Eurovision versions of the songs, right? And Poland has a dance break moment that basically sounds just like they took the little drum section from Slow Mo last year and randomly slapped it onto solo. And it doesn't fit at all. I don't know how good of a dancer Blanca is, but I. It's incredible.
it's not looking like it's not sounding very promising, but I mean they need to do something because they're not very. It doesn't look promising in the odds, so I guess they're doing everything they can for kind of boosting their chances, I guess. But
My favorite part about Poland is when she says, "Let me spell it out," and then she never spells out solo.
oh, the fact
She
that
just
you've
says,
actually sat down and actually considered the lyrical side of things in
"Listen,
that,
I know."
yeah, it's well. Jason says, "Can we watch stand-in rehearsals, or will you get flagged too?" Um,
I
what's
think it's the
this?
music that's the issue. When they
Yeah,
have other
but
performers just to test the microphones and cameras and stuff.
hmm I think what we're gonna do, Jason, when the rehearsals come around, I think we're gonna um watch them live, and I'm gonna play the audio, and if my channel gets taken down, it's gonna get taken down. We gotta risk it for the chocolate biscuit or whatever you say. But I'm not
For the
gonna risk. I'm
half
not
man,
gonna.
half biscuit.
Yes. Oh yeah, the band. Oh yeah, that's right. No, but I think we're not gonna risk it until then. But when the rehearsals come around, I feel like, oh, what the hell, we could just try. And if I get flagged, then I'm not gonna do it anymore, obviously. But I could give it a shot. I think.
Oh wait, I'm
Uh,
still.
Steve says that I'm actually wrong. It's actually if you want to suck on something for landing, not for lunch. Um, So, okay, I'm sorry, Steve. I understand that you're more passionate about flying the flag than I am, and I will bow down
Somehow.
to your somehow. Um, yeah. Um, risk it for the what? For the chocolate biscuit, Asudo. That's a saying, at least in my world.
I can only
Uh,
just say risk it for the biscuit, but chocolate is nicer.
yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta be fancy. Jason says meant leaked stand-in rehearsals of previous years, not the real artist but student. I don't
And
understand what's the difference.
um, basically, I don't know if you remember how Shum won the rehearsal clip. It wasn't actually Katerina Pavlenko singing. It was a Dutch girl.
Yeah, but that's still gonna
It
get
was
flagged because it's the same song.
yes, yes.
It's the
But
it's the
basically,
instrumental.
yeah. But before the artists arrive, they have students like that Dutch girl, for
Yeah,
example, who do the stand-ins
yeah,
to test the mics.
yeah.
There's another video that got pretty popular of for slow mo
Mm-hmm.
of a girl doing the whole performance and choreo and whatever and doing a great job at it. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you have access to those, and they will
Uh,
get flagged because
yeah,
it's the audio of the song.
yeah. The instrumental is still the same.
I
Um,
think it's the best bet is just to talk about them without showing them or
but
like
then
showing
then
an
you
image.
yeah, but then everyone has to have already have seen them. So yeah, get on that when the rehearsals appear, I guess.
I feel like this channel's crowd is passionate enough about the contest that they will see the rehearsals.
Okay, well, I mean that's a fair assumption, but I can't confirm or deny that. Um,
Oh yeah, Romania. Yeah, I
are we
was
gonna talk about
really
Romania?
yeah, because I was really disappointed about their Eurovision version, where the start of the song is some weird acoustic ballad kind of
I
thing.
haven't heard this new version, so I can't comment on it. But
Yeah,
you're saying you're disappointed in it.
I'm very much disappointed in Daniel because I actually like Romania.
Okay. I
I
mean, there are a
understand.
few fans on this channel for Romania as well. It won the Selecția Națională voting that we did on the channel, so there are fans.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Jason says we
yeah,
should skip Romania, though. Do you agree with that?
come on. I,
It's not a
get,
good
get,
new version.
well, for the new version, I don't mind skipping the new version because it's just very random. It feels like a desperate attempt to make the song interesting by adding a thing that doesn't fit it at all.
Mm.
And Alex ESC Moldo. Yeah,
Yeah, that
change your channel name,
time
Alex.
to change your channel name for sure. For sure, can take more pride in
Go.
the Moldovan effort this time around. Okay, well,
There's
interesting.
a friend of mine from the pre-party who's like 1 meter 64 or something like that.
Mm.
Well, we like a joke in the friend group is short jokes and
Oh,
very fun.
you're so hilarious. Wow.
I know I'm not the one who makes them, but when Moldova came on and you had the flute guy singing, everyone's like, "Hey, it's you."
All right. Well,
There you go.
well.
Just had to share
The
that one.
okay. Yeah, we thank you for the what's it called? The sharing.
The comment.
The comment. Yeah, that's a good one, I guess. Alex ESC Identity Crisis. I like that name as well. That's perfect. Good one, Daniel. I agree with that one. All right. Maybe we've seen enough of the Scooch guy, so I'll swap the tab now that you've seen him for maybe like 10 minutes in a row. Apparently, song of the day is "Gravity" from Ukraine 2013. For
Banger.
well, I don't know why it is, but that's the way it is.
Hola Zen. My Spanish friend Zen is in the chat.
Okay, we got
Spanish friend.
okay, we got. Andy has some very what's it called? Critical opinions regarding Theodore Andre, which not a fan. I see. Let's just say that much. And Jason thinks Grease is a version of Shawn Mendes. I guess not a very good one. So
I I like it. I think I like what they say more than any. No, actually, Nothing Holding Me Back is a pretty decent Shawn Mendes song. But other than that,
oh,
yeah,
we're talking about Shawn Mendes now.
I guess.
I'm not. I'm not a very. I'm not a very
Ooh,
massive
at
Shawn Mendes
Coachella,
listener, but
he was seen with Camila Cabello.
oh, of course.
So people are going wild about it again.
Oh,
And
it's recent. It's happened again.
yeah, like 3 days ago or something.
Oh, wow! So much
And
spice in the
I know.
celebrity world these days.
And then there was, I think, this thing with a tattoo he had on his arm. But I don't remember. But that was the thing as well. But I have no idea. I'm not the biggest follower either of a lot of
Okay,
things.
so for all the Shawn Mendes fans in the chat, fill us in on on what's going on with that, if you want to. It's not like I'm really that interested, but if you want to share, then go ahead and share, and I'll read it out.
Did you know
uh,
he's part Portuguese?
no.
Now you do.
Uh, World Sasuri has some kind of reference, but you regret how what goes around comes around. What? What's the context? I'm very confused. And then you are hot and cold, high and you're low,
Behind
messing with
them,
my mind. Deep lyrics, for sure.
that Katy Perry,
Yes, yes. But
partly.
is the first one also Katy Perry, or is it the Justin Timberlake song, or is it
I
something else?
maybe
But if it's Justin Timberlake, then it should be what goes around, goes around, goes around, goes around, comes around, or something like that. I
takes a
don't.
while.
I don't know this reference. Apparently, someone does not claim him. I think we're talking about Shawn Mendes. There's
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of
Zen.
there's a lot
It's
of
Zen. He's actually Portuguese. I was just bullying him by calling him Spanish.
uh-huh. That's well accurate. Uh, no, oh, that's not how it goes. So let me spell it out. Oh, that's solo lyrics. Oh, okay. Okay. Everything clicks now again, and we got some baby.
This is why you have to pay attention to Poland's
You all really
lyrics.
missed the reference. I'm sorry. I'm.
Wait,
That
yeah, it
is
is
so.
so. Dang it.
But the thing is, I mean, come on. Who listens to solo enough that they actually know the lyrics? Apparently, half of my chat room does, but I don't. So I'm sorry, but
You
okay.
know what I noticed yesterday? Because I was rewatching all the songs with Alex and Mihailo and
Hmm.
Usi, and uh, in the solo music video, it's just her for most of the music video, and it could
Yes.
just be that she's a bit pretentious about her and the whole attitude,
Oh,
and she
okay.
wanted to be the only one appearing. But I read it as a deep metaphor for the solitude, right? In the music video, she's alone. So deep, right?
I mean, I definitely feel a lot of solitude listening to that song. So for sure. Not really sure what to make of it. But yeah, I just kind of pay attention to what I hear, and well, I think solo gets a lot of stick. Like a lot of people say that it's really really bad, but I don't think it's really that bad. But
I mean,
I
I
mean,
think it has no redeeming qualities, but I also think I mean, it's catchy enough that I remember it, and then the whole meme around it is making me start to actually, and like at the pre-party, I enjoyed the hell out of it,
yeah, well,
even though it's my penultimate. But
it still managed to do something. Allison has listened to solo so many times, ironically, that now know all the lyrics and the choreography. I don't know what to do with the information. Um, well, Allison, sounds like you're having the time of your life with all of that. Nicely done. I really admire the effort of getting that far with it. Blanca actually didn't even rig anything, but she started the rumor to gain more fame. Aha! So it's all a plot. Who knows?
Hmm.
Um, the best part of the Blanca solo music video is when she eats the chili pepper. She is a tough girl. She's wild. Okay, well, it's
Ooh.
not like I've actually paid attention to all of this, but I'm happy that I get so much information just reading. Um, like the fact that you're sharing so much valuable information is just very very valuable to
We're
me at
we're
least.
just do, we're just doing a deep analysis of Solo by Blanca.
Hmm.
I think the analysis it deserves.
Yeah, I
Right?
mean that's the
Let me
that's
let me look up the full lyrics.
all right. I'm gonna have it read out here.
No, I'm going to do some analysis of the lyric. I was good at this in high school. You're an English teacher, right? So,
Yes,
um,
I'll grade you at the end of it.
so let's see.
It's taking too
When
long.
she
F.
says, "Never let me down, diddy down, down, down," she don't you want an essay that's like 5 pages long, or are you the kind of teacher who's like just write short because I don't want to correct this stuff?
Well, the thing is that an art of when you write schoolwork is and the ability to limit yourself. That's part of it as well. It's completely pointless if you write
Yes.
5 pages if there's just a bunch of nonsense on it. So, Piri also points out a very good point about the song. She ruins a Jenga game, which is absolutely a highlight of the of the music video. It's nicely pointed out. Yeah, Giovanna has noticed this too. I've completely kind of, I guess, repressed these memories from the music video. But I'm happy that we can actually go through it now, and I can get reminded of what we actually saw. I'm gonna take a quick
That's
look
what she
if we
means by
see.
down, down, down. She just breaks
Aha!
the tower.
I love how this stream has just become talking about solo. Um,
Because she goes so low.
let's actually see. We
Again,
got the music
it's the
video on
imagery of
screen here.
descent.
Where's the Jenga tower? Is this the Jenga tower? Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a classic. It's like she looks like
God.
okay. Look what I'm about to do. Ha ha ha! I did it. Okay. Yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful. All right, we're gonna leave solo at that. I think we don't need to think too much of it. Um, Gary asked, "What did I miss?" I don't even know what you missed, if I'm completely honest. We've just been talking about of nonsense for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. But welcome to the stream, regardless. Um,
Uh,
so yeah.
There's I have no idea who says the lyrics. Now I'm better solo solo indicates Blanca is in a relationship she doesn't like. I think that's great analysis.
Wait. Now I'm better. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, that sounds very deep.
Yeah. It's
Um,
like I saw a YouTube comment on Estonia's song that was like, this song is actually so much deeper than it seems. When she says she's building bridges, she means she's reaching out to other people.
uh-huh.
And I was like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes. Okay. Well, not sure what to do with this
but
either. But
it's a deep metaphor as
yeah,
well.
yeah, for sure, for sure. We also got a very good idea from Andy here that we need a collaboration between Blanca and Rutamur, being called Solo being Solo. It's solo being solo. Yeah, that could be just a fantastic concept, really.
And maybe the Chainsmokers can do a remix of it since they did a solo as well, right?
Did they?
With Demi Lovato, I think.
Is that the Chainsmokers? Like
Is
my
it?
my main memory of the Chainsmokers is the selfie song. Um,
Oh, you're stuck in 2014.
no, I'm not, because then
No.
they actually dropped these kind of.
Closer.
Yeah,
That
well,
got
yeah,
big.
but I mean, after they kind of got bullied for making the same kind of mainstream songs 5 times in a row, they released some more kind of emotionally driven
No.
songs like "Sick Boy" and "Everybody Hates Me," which are
Clean
right.
Bandit. By the way.
Okay,
Not
not the
Chainsmokers,
Chainsmokers.
Clean Bandit.
Okay, we need a Clean Bandit to be thrown into that collaboration as well. But yeah, I mean those other Chainsmoker songs like "Sick Boy" and "Everybody Hates Me," those are like top tier for me, I gotta say. So I think Chainsmokers have highs and lows. For Clean Bandit, I'm
Mm.
not so sure. Clean Bandit started off really great with what was that song? With
Rather Be?
yeah,
That's them, right? That's a
wow,
banger. I love it.
wow, really great, really great, classic.
There's, you remember Milo, who's actually Polish, and Blanca is a motivational queen. I suddenly want to study harder to leave this country.
Wow, not holding back. All right. Um,
We could do a Georgia lyrics analysis, by the
yeah, I
way.
see, Gary. You're asking what the lyrics mean. We're gonna look up the lyrics. Give me a few seconds. We're gonna look them up.
King
Um,
is known.
yeah, there's something about that, isn't there? Um, all right, I'll try to get my best reading
Wait,
voice out here. Let's see.
I,
We
I
got the
have
lyrics here.
her own explanation of the lyrics also.
We also have
Um,
the
she,
the Swedish translation. I got that up on the screen here. So if you want to read that,
oh, you can read that, sure.
yeah. I can also read the Latin translation. um, no, but okay, we're gonna see here. What did you say about her purpose, like the meaning of the song? Did you had something?
She says, the message of the song is the fight of love and the manifest of faith. Echo is my inner voice and manifestation of love and peace.
All right. So we got days
Yeah.
in a row. I'm thinking I know. I've got a big faith. My love is my crown. Will be better way. Will be better day now. It is not a secret. Life is love. Thing is known. Like in dreams. Going through the life together. Going through the life together. Like in dreams. Days in a row. I'm thinking I know. I've got a big faith. My love is my crown. Will be better way. Will be better day now. It is not a secret. Days in a row, I'm thinking I know. I've got a big faith. My love is my crown. Will be better way. Will be better day now. It is not a secret. Going
I
through the
think
life
almost every
together.
lyric is repeated now.
going through the life together. Days in a row, I'm thinking I know. I've got a big faith. My love is my crown. Will be better way, will be better day now. It is not a secret. Days in a row, I'm thinking I know. My love is my.
Wait.
Oh, wait. My love is
My
not a
soul's
fake.
like,
Wait, my
ooh,
love is not a fake. This feeling
uh-huh.
is lured. Will be better way, will be better day now. It is not a secret.
The way she says my love is not a fake instead of my love is fake implies that love isn't just a feeling that could be fake, but that love is personified in a way that love is a separate manifestation, a separate entity, and that's how it can be seen as a fake rather than simply fake as a feeling. It just gives so much more power to the word love. You know what I mean? That's what she intends.
Moving on. My soul's like a fortress. I feel I'm progressed. Words getting worthless. Love is a wordless. Oh,
It
when life is
certainly is.
loved. Days in a row again. Yeah. So apparently there's some kind of um, emotional meaning into it, where you say that love is an entity. Um,
Well, you see, since you would usually say this love is fake or whatever, because love is a feeling that can be attributed qualities,
mhm.
right? If you say love is a fake, the things that are a fake are usually objects like, oh, this bag, it's not a real brand, it's a fake,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So this is making love into an entity by itself rather than an emotion that someone feels,
So we
right?
made we
So
made an abstract concept into something concrete because of
yes,
this. Yes.
exactly.
Okay.
And since she says my love is my crown, that plays back into the object. The love is
Aha!
an object she can put onto herself.
Everything ties together now.
Yeah,
We
right?
really
And
personified the love, and we actually made it into a concrete object. This is
mhm,
wonderful.
yeah.
I'm getting so many
And
layers of actual
and once again, her love is
depth.
her crown, right?
Mm,
And then she says her soul is a fortress. And who were the people who lived in fortress? It was kings and queens, right?
mhm,
So the way she wears her love as a crown, it fits the perception of her own soul as something royal, something powerful, something driving, because she wants to spread it to other people. She wants to rule over in the sense that it's the kingdom of love because the crown
mhm.
is made of love.
How would you rule over? Wait, what were you gonna rule over with your crown that is your love in a fortress that's your soul?
I don't know. But at any rate, Joao Ferreira is asking me, can you explain love is a
Yeah, I
wordless?
feel like the whole grammatical issues in the songs need to also be kind of um, like, are those on
Mhm.
purpose or are they?
Yes,
Yes, okay.
because the feeling is so intense
Mm,
and powerful that
mm,
it makes you forget how to say things correctly, how to it makes you forget words. And that
mm.
also ties in with love is a wordless, because if she just said love is wordless, okay, yeah,
Yes,
sure. But since it's love is a wordless, she makes a mistake in saying it because the feeling is so strong that not only can it not be described, but on top of that, it's actually making her lose control of her English because she is an English speaker.
I understand. And it would be kind of too on the nose to actually mention the way that she's feeling about it. It's just like the words actually accidentally, or
Exactly.
kind of, they just become, they just drop out of the whole concept of the song because we're not really, we can't be exposed to that. That's just something that happens in the moment. I understand.
Mhm.
But I need to ask, this
Yes.
feeling is Lord. Do explain.
Mhm. So let me first tell João, eu falo um pouco do português. Ok, tá bem. And
Again, I
now,
ask, this
yes,
feeling is Lord.
this feeling is low, right? So
Hmm.
for now, she's in her fortress, and love is her crown. And so this is already the whole imagery of monarchy, of a ruler, of a king, etc. The feeling that is Lord, who were kings, a president or a prime minister today depends on democracy for their legitimacy, right? But who did kings and queens depend on for legitimacy? It was the divine right, correct?
If you say so.
And so, since her crown is made of love, so the thing that is making her a queen is that feeling. So when she says this feeling is Lord, the Lord, God in heaven, that is the thing giving her the right to be a queen, because she has the divine rights that rulers used to have. Do you see where I'm getting at?
I see where you're kind of attempting to grasp it somewhere in the distance. It just
Yes.
feels like this is within the whole universe of kind of meta ideas and concepts that are too
Mm-hmm.
foreign for a simple-minded being like myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I really appreciate this kind of insight into the other world of conceptual ideas.
Very much. And the
I
fact that
appreciate
it
it.
is and the fact that it is not a secret is just her way of saying that this is so powerful that you can hear it echoing everywhere.
Hmm.
Title of the song. It is not a secret because you can hear it from far away, because it is so universal, it is so large. She has a big faith.
Hmm.
This is
Something.
my analysis.
Uh
I don't
huh.
know what the actual meaning is.
No, well, that makes so much sense. Something that I just
Mm.
realized is when I'm reading the Swedish translation, they messed up because they've written the same lyric even when the lyrics actually change. They just have copied it. So these people who translated it, they do not care as much about the purpose of the song as you do. They just
What
messed
a
it up. So
shame.
so if you read it in Swedish, you're just like you're missing the whole point of the song, which which is awful. Gary asks for the booty lyrics analysis next. Are we gonna analyze?
We can.
um,
I have the lyrics right
I,
here.
I kind of feel Gary. Um,
With me
I kind of feel like we
now.
need to have a few seconds where Santi is not talking. Is that
Just
okay before we move on? Right now he's just glitching out anyway, so yeah, good, perfect. Um, all right, he's back. Santi, you're not allowed to
My
speak for a
God.
little while. You glitched out completely, and I just said that we're not going to allow you to speak for a little while because the lyrics analysis has taken so much energy out of me that I need to recharge. Um,
I completely understand it. I
yeah,
mean, it's
thank you.
such big emotions, man.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a lot to take in and a lot to really grasp of what's going on here. So yeah, there's that. I'm sorry, Gary, but you will have to wait for that analysis for sure.
I'm not analyzing this.
Oh, you've
I'm
already
sorry.
decided. Um,
I just read the lyrics.
I'm actually gonna check the lyrics real quick here. I feel like um, okay.
Go.
Let's see. We got genius.com up here. Um, okay, we're gonna have a read along of the lyrics.
Do we have to?
I'm just reading it and I feel like, no, I don't want to read this.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that as well. It's I really like the line we I can't even say it with a straight face, but I like we already got a taxi waiting, but he wanna do the nasty. That's like, oh, that's so telling, you know. It's a very picturesque kind of song, I gotta say. Um, there's a lot to take in about this one, really. Um, hmm I think like the worst part, like the most off-putting part about this is the fact that she looks so uncomfortable singing in this, and who can blame her? Because I would be so uncomfortable. Just like I feel uncomfortable reading it, like for myself.
Yeah, even in
Um,
my head.
yeah, just having it in your head, you just feel like Ooh, yikes! I don't know what to do with this. And I'm sitting here just in front of 53 live stream viewers, and I feel like shame all over my body.
You
Um,
know, this gives me the energy that imagine you're teaching a class of, I don't know, of 7-year-olds, and then one of
mm-hmm,
them asks you where babies come from.
mm-hmm.
It's the same sort of discomfort of how do I
Approach this.
how do I go with this?
Yes, quite accurate. Um, Maybe I'll just let Alina answer that question for me in
Yeah,
the
we
future.
should invite her as a live stream participant, really.
Oh, you're thinking all the way there. I'm thinking maybe not, but yeah, you do you. You can invite her
Jason,
to a stream on your channel. I'll probably sit somewhere in the distance. I'd say.
yeah.
Um,
Jason's actually talking about Austria, which the channel Overthinking Eurovision or Overthinking It has actually a really good video analyzing
they usually
who the
do.
hell is Edgar. I highly recommend it because that one has a really great message.
I
That
usually
one's a
uh,
banger.
I usually check out their videos, but I just haven't had the
Mhm.
time this year.
The Sama Misa Spava video is also excellent
Mm,
about that. Yeah.
mm.
And they
I can
did Cha Cha
imagine.
Cha
I
today.
can imagine. I haven't been
Mhm.
watching their content for quite a few years, though. Unfortunately, I don't spend too much time on YouTube. I just watch. I don't know. I watch YouTube with breakfast, and it's just short videos. I never find the time to actually seek out YouTube. And then when I got time, I just stream instead, so I can't watch anything then either.
For
It's
me, it's
just
when I have a nap or when I go to sleep, I put on a video and I listen to it. And if I fall asleep to it, better. That was the
mm,
goal.
well,
But if I
well,
don't, then I'm still listening to fun stuff.
that's a purposeful way to go of it. Speaking of that,
Hmm.
I think we should probably almost soon kind of close it down here because obviously some people have work tomorrow, not you.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay, you do. But
But I
I think,
start at 10 because this is Spain.
well, I start at 8, so,
Oh.
and I got 6 classes tomorrow, so it's gonna be a long one. But if there are any final questions you want to get in before we close, we're gonna be here for 5 more minutes. I decided
Yeah.
just now. Just deal with it, Santi. If there are any questions, you should get them in now so we can answer them before we close this down. And I can already now confirm that Santi, you will join me for at least one more stream, right?
Yeah. We'll try and do predictions for the
We're gonna
semifinal
we're gonna do
qualifiers.
predictions exactly, which obviously I am terrible at. I don't know, Santi, are you good at predictions? Do you
I'm
usually
not
do
the
well?
worst.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm also not the best, though.
Okay, so in the
But
middle.
on my ranking, I already have some predicted qualifiers. And for example, Netherlands, I wrote in as a predicted qualifier in the video.
Hmm.
I'm not so sure. It
Oh,
depends on the live.
well,
But yeah.
we'll see when we get there. But I think
Mhm.
I always have a feeling like should I be optimistic or pessimistic when I predict? And I usually feel like if I want to get higher score, then I should probably just be pessimistic. So that's probably what I'm going to do when we predict. And it's going to be really discouraging for me to sit here and just say, "Oh yeah, I don't think Latvia is qualifying," but
Yeah, I
we'll
don't think
get
so either.
we'll get there the day that it happens. We haven't really decided, but something that is the plan for now is absolutely that we're doing a watch along tomorrow. Santi, you're not invited because it's not going to be able to work because you can't see the screen while we stream like this. You're allowed to be in
Yeah.
the chat though. You're allowed to be
I,
there.
I I might be watching One Piece with my cousin tomorrow evening. So,
Well,
but
priorities, right?
it's 1981, right?
Yes. We're watching 1981
That's
tomorrow if you want to join
is
anyone
that
in
the
the
one
chat.
with the playback for Portugal?
Yes.
That song is really great, and there's a whole conspiracy theory because he died pretty young in a car accident. There's a conspiracy he was buried alive in Portugal.
Hmm.
Fun fact.
Well, it doesn't
And he
sound like
was
a
the
fun fact.
no,
No.
and he was the
Tragic
only
fact.
Portuguese ESC artist to die before Salvador Sobral's win. All of the
Aha.
others lived to
Wait,
see Portugal
even the
win.
ones like the were the first
Yeah,
ones to represent. Wow.
yeah.
Huh. Wow.
He's
That's
a
something.
very famous singer in Portugal.
He also did very poorly that year. I think he finished second to
Sadly,
last. Um, but yeah,
underrated.
that's a classic. Andy, Milan versus Inter in the UCL semis. What do you think? I was rooting for Napoli, man. So, but I'm fine with it. It's gonna be a cracking game. San Siro derby.
Doesn't Milan have Mkhitaryan?
Mkhitaryan, yeah, he
Mkhitaryan,
plays for
yeah.
he used to play for
That's
Milan and
the
then
one.
he went to Inter and they're
Oh,
basically
okay, that's the one they switched.
they are city rivals. Both come from Milano, so yeah,
Hmm.
he's a controversial figure. Let's say that much. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a good two games, Andy. But I was rooting for Napoli. Um, and he also predicted 9 out of 10 in the second semifinal last year. Also predicted Lithuania and Iceland both qualifying. Is it bet? Okay, I remember Lithuania
Me too.
last year, but uh, I don't.
Merhaken de Sol.
Yeah, I don't remember what I predicted last year.
Did you predict?
Yeah, but
I might have a prediction document because I did throw it
oh,
around to
don't
people.
expose my terrible predictions. That's gonna
Oh
be
yes,
that's
I
gonna
will.
no. That's gonna
If you are in here, hang on.
oh yikes.
Wait, is this is
I'm sh-
2021 actually?
I'm sure I predicted I am from Israel to qualify. Okay, so basically you just disappeared. Glitched out again. Um, Steve doesn't know any songs from 1981, so looking
What
forward
was
to it.
you predicted
Awesome to hear.
Romania? Oh,
Yeah, Santa, you've glitched out, so I'm continuing
sorry.
here.
The
uh,
in 2021 you predicted Romania would qualify
as they should
amnesia,
have.
which it
So,
didn't.
but it should have.
What was other than that you predicted everything correctly in semi
Wow.
1.
Oh, I did
In
well.
semi 2, you surprisingly thought Last Dance would not qualify, and you thought you thought Czechia would qualify instead.
Oh my god.
Benny Cristo.
Oh wow, I was optimistic back
You
in
thought
2021.
Halo from Austria. Halo from Austria. You predicted to qualify.
Okay, so I was optimistic in
Um,
2021 and then pessimistic in 2022, basically.
Other than that, I think you thought Denmark would qualify, so Bohin, or however the hell you
Oh
pronounce
my
the
god,
names.
as they should have. Wow. Are you sure that those weren't just not my personal qualifiers from 2021? Sounds like it.
Perhaps you also thought
Amnesia,
Hurricane.
Omega, and yeah,
They might have been. You thought Hurricane from Serbia would not qualify, and you didn't think Albania would qualify either.
Albania. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Karma. Hmm.
and in semi one, what's the thing you missed? You thought Cyprus wouldn't qualify. I think that was El Diablo.
As you can hear, I'm terrible at this stuff.
So yeah,
Um,
the other than that, you got it right.
all right. Well, that was a lot of mistakes. So,
But I have the receipts.
Joao got some interesting points about the playback singer's
Yeah,
death.
the coffin scratch marks.
That sounds absolutely horrific.
It's an
I'm not.
urban legend.
I'm not gonna. Um, let's hope that's not actually the case, because that sounds terrible. Alison apparently wants to read up on this conspiracy, though. So yeah, you go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do it though. Oh,
That's
hello
my
there.
grandma.
Hello, Grandma. Um,
Yeah.
good evening. Missed most of the stream because I was watching the German song check. Have you heard about that? No, what's that? Santi, fill me in. What's the German
I,
song check?
I have no idea. Is it the thing where where the Lord of the Lost singer was reacting to songs, or
Don't
it
know.
might have been that?
Okay, Henny, you fill me in on what that's all about. We're gonna. I mean, I've already held over the time, but we got some questions, so we're holding out the time just a little bit longer. Fill me in, Henny.
Holding out for a hero.
You says, of course, I joined the stream, and the first thing I see is Alina Booty lyrics. Oh yeah, I still have that up on screen. Sorry, Yu, but it is what it is. You know what you're coming for from on this channel. Um,
Alina Booty lyrics.
yeah, it is what it is. Seeing Ray in the corner makes me so happy. Everyone should check her album. It's nice. Is that on genius.com?
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah. Um, Steve knows hardly anything from 1981, but UK and Germany are classics. Yeah, for sure. For
I
sure.
forgot those two.
You forgot those two.
Wait, was UK,
UK is
making your mind up?
and Germany was Johnny Blue. You should just
Oh,
go
never mind.
shame
Both
in
of
the corner.
They're great. They're great.
Shame in the corner.
I just didn't remember the years, but both are great.
All right. Gary says that fun fact definitely set the mood for the evening. Yeah, thanks, Santi. Good one.
You're welcome.
You
I have plenty of others.
I just ruined everything basically. And on that note, we're gonna. Henny isn't giving me any context, so you're gonna do it some other day. Okay, maybe. Okay, it's a TV show
It's a TV.
where the hosts, an expert panel, and the viewers rate all of the songs. Voting happens online. Okay, well, go back, enjoy that, unless it's over, because we're gonna close the stream now. As soon as I read what Allison says, anyone who's sad should go watch Keria grooving to Austria and France on the UMK channel.
I sent Groot screenshots of that.
I saw the screenshots of his quotes, but I guess I should watch the video too when I wake up. There's a battle between Germany and Portugal for my dues in 1981. Well, don't spoil your votes yet. And it's really fun to watch even if you don't know much German. In fact, I do know about this much German. Kind of.
Ja, sehr schön.
Jawohl. It's over, that's why I'm here. Okay, well, sorry you're not going to get any more content for tonight because we're closing the stream now. Thank you very much, Santi, for joining me. If anyone...
Thank you for having me.
Yes, my pleasure. If anyone's interested in checking his channel, I linked it in the description. He's going to join the stream at least one more time in the coming maybe week. I don't know. Depends on our schedules. Yeah. But as I said, we're having a watch along tomorrow, 1981. I think it's like tomorrow. Yeah, I'm confirming it. I'm saying it now.
Tomorrow's Thursday, yes.
Yes, tomorrow. It's gonna happen. So yeah, that's everything from me. Do you want any closing words, Santi? Now's the time.
Love is a wordless. What can I say?
My soul is fortress.
Mm-hmm.
There was something about there was something about Lord. This feeling is Lord.
Yes, this feeling is absolutely Lord. Mm-hmm. Goodbye, Steve. Thank you, Allison, and good night. Noapte bună, Alex, ESC, Romania, Moldova, Identity Crisis.
And remember, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I didn't steal your guy, boss. Ah, yes, he just can't get enough of me.
Smile.